Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a knife here that was sent in by a Beez Bladers. They just got this and they're letting me take a first look at it. And you know what? I'll probably take it apart and take a look on the inside because I have never had this brand on the channel. This is the Finch Hatfield. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its carbon fiber and aluminous. It's all of its illuminating aluminous. Yeah, we'll go with aluminous. And this right here glows in the dark. That I will show you here in just a second. But look at that. Oh my goodness. It has the aluminum mixed in with the carbon fiber. And this is so sleek. I feel like I should have white gloves on. I feel like I'm Mr. Fancy Pants with this knife in my hand. It is not so fancy you need a white gloves. It is not that bad. But here's this side. And here is this side. Look at that. Titanium alloy pocket clip. And it is a flipper. More of a gentlemanly, a gents type carry. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, mama. You know, when I have this in my hand, I automatically feel like I need a Honeycrisp apple. And I need to be peeling an apple with this. Reminds me of hanging out with my grandpa under the tree, picking an apple, and him peeling it for me. And then I was able to peel them myself when I got my first knife. This is very snappy. It has a pretty good detent. The action on it is very nice. Now, I'm curious if it's going to get a little smoother. I mean, it doesn't drop shut, but a couple of shakes, and you can get it to go down. This has a 154 cm blade steel. Thank you very much to Matt Swearingen for sending this in so I get to check it out. This is the first time I've checked out a Finch on the channel, and you can see right there, it's 154 cm blade steel, baby. That's the good stuff. And it's the Hatfield. And there's a whole story about that on Finch's website. And I will put links where you can go check these out for yourself. Now, overall, this bad boy is 6.25 inches. It has a 2.7 inch blade. Your blade stock thickness is 118 thousandths of an inch, or 3 millimeters if you want to be precise. It's 20 thousandths of an inch behind the edge. Overall, it only weighs 2.7 ounces. So it is nice and lightweight. And I did notice on Finch's website that it says that your satisfaction is guaranteed, or they will send you your money back, which is a very nice thing to know. Your lockup is right in the middle, right where we want it, in that sweet spot. And then, are we centered? Yes, that is pretty darn centered if you ask me. And I do like the looks of this pocket clip. It goes in and out of the pocket very easily. I don't have any issues. It's not super grabby, and it is very nice that it does, you do retain it. You're not going to lose it. It's a strong pocket clip. You get that nice little snap when you go in and out of the pocket. I do like that it has the traditional look, but it's also a liner lock and a flipper. So it's kind of traditional meets modern, and you know what? I like it more than I thought I would. Super snappy. And then on the pull, it's very nice. Now, looking at your jimping, you do have some pretty good jimping. I wouldn't mind if it was a little more grabby. I like me some grabby jimps, but you can do the push button. Now, the only thing that I could find, I was looking for nitpicks. For sharpening, you do have a little bit of room up here before you get to the sharpening choil, so that's very nice. The only thing I could find is that if you want to open it two-handed, it does have this nice nail nick here. Now, me personally, when I go to grab something, I tend to use my middle finger, and my middle finger was sliding off because I noticed this side does not have a nail nick. I'm not sure if there's a reason for that. Me personally, I would prefer that it had it on that side, but I can change the position of my hand and open it with my thumb still to do a little gentlemanly open. My hand from here to here is 4 inches, from here to here is 3.5, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let me know about it in the comments, and also tell me what you think about the knife. Now, the handle is very comfortable. I'm not getting any hot spots whatsoever. This isn't going to be a hard use knife, but it fits in my hand very well. I can kind of feel this corner right here, but they do have it nicely chamfered and rounded off. So yeah, this is going to be good. You have to cut a little rope, do a little everyday carry knife type situations, and you can kind of choke up. You see here the jimping right there. You can get right up to the heel of the blade to do a little cutting and a little slicing. Overall, I really do like this knife. You know, the finish looks exquisite. As far as the fit, left and right, up and down, there is zero blade play, so I'm very happy about that. So the fit, finish, quality is exceptional. It looks so good. Now, you know we got to break out the QSP penguin because everyone should have a penguin, right? There is the penguin, and here is another one, another modern day traditional looking type knife. This is the Civivi Appalachian Drifter. So it is smaller than these two. And I have two other kind of smaller everyday carry EDC knives. This is the KIZER Original. And you know, I had to get a KIZER in here. Here's the KIZER Beglighter Mini. So if you have the KIZER Beglighter Mini, that is going to be pretty darn close handle size. You do have a little more length in your blade, but not a whole lot. But that gives you a general idea. This isn't a thick knife compared to the QSP Penguin. Let me give you a little side view. You can see that it's about the same thickness. This is a very nice gents knife and would make an exceptional birthday gift, Father's Day gift, or Christmas gift to maybe somebody out there that you know that's not into the more modern style knives and they like the traditionals. Could you imagine if they opened up that fancy package and got one of these bad boys? Let's get in here and see if she needs cleaned up just a little bit. And I'm going to say it once again. I hope you are having a great day. I know I am. I'm very excited because the live stream is tonight. Definitely come and check us out. Beez Blades live at the Hive. All right. You know what I'm going to say. We always have a lot of fun. We do pizza checks. We talk about knives and everything else. And sometimes funny things happen. Kind of like the last live stream. So what I'm doing, I'm going to use a T8 Torx bit for this, and this is going to be T6. And everything that I'm using, you see in this video, and the knives in this video, I will have links, affiliate links, discount codes to KPL Knife Pivot Lube, all the fun stuff, the little doodads that I use. You can get, I don't know, hundreds of them for like $8 or something. But I always put links in there. That way, if someone's curious, they can go and check them out. So this is working. I was like, please tell me they don't use red Loctite or something. And I'm going to be careful because this is Matt's knife, so I want to be careful with it. And we definitely have either a D-shaped pivot or a notch. I'm curious what they're going to have. So here is a look at our pivot, and it does look nice and clean. I'm going to set that dude over here. And then I'm going to get my T6 and take out this pocket clip. This pocket clip did work very nicely. And those are nice and tight, but it did come out no problem. There you go. You see we have some blue Loctite in there. And I will put a dab of a little bit of this Loctite thread locker stick, just a dab. It's okay, so I only had to take out that screw, and now we are apart. So looking at the inside, there is just a little bit of schmutz we can get off of there. I have a rag here that doesn't have a lot of lint, and I'm using this 91% alcohol, some little bit of alcohol to clean it off. It's not super dirty, but it doesn't take much to kind of, slow down the action of your knife. So see there? Nice and clean, very, very clean. And I was curious, I was pretty sure they would have ceramic bearings, but yes, they do. And it came well lubed from the factory. There's your ceramic bearings, and they are facing away from the blade. And I like to put them back together the way I found them. Those are some tiny little bearings. Oh my goodness. And those are facing away from the blade also. So I'm going to take those bearings and just give them a quick wipe over. You going to come off of there? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to lose my bearings there for a second. These are probably the smallest bearings I think I've ever seen. They are tiny. I'll give you a look at them here in just a second. And I have you all zoomed in today, trying to always improve things, a little better audio, a little better video, just to make your experience a little bit better. So there's nice up and close. There's that side. And then here's the open side of those ceramic bearings. And I've always been enamored with the bearings. I just think they're just the coolest thing ever. And these are clean. They're very clean. So just do a little bit of wipey wipe. Now I'm going to clean this blade off. Not that it really needs it that bad, but if you look on the inside there is a little bit of schmutz, and that's going to slow you down. And if you're into knives and you like your knives to be smooth, then hopefully this video will help you not be scared to take your knives apart. I really do like hearing feedback from folks that said that watching my videos gave them the courage to take their first knife apart. I'm like, that is so cool, because it is very, very rewarding when you take your knife apart and clean it. That is so nice. So not that it needs, and the reason why the 91% alcohol is because it just dries off so fast. So there's that. And then last but certainly not least, we do have, look at this, ladies and gentlemen, we have a D-shaped pivot. Yeah, nothing like a good D. Did I just say that? A D-shaped pivot, that is. There we go. So there's a look at that, nice and clean. There it is. There it is. There you go, little fella. Put that dude back in to make sure I didn't have a pivot collar or anything over there. And all you have to do is turn it until it finds its hole, finds its spot, and now we're back in. Now we can put it back together. I'll get a little bit of KPL knife pivot lube and put on my doodad. Or a lot. I'm good at overdoing it. So I'm just going to put it around the pivot, and that's too much, so I'm going to wipe some of that off. Like I said, I tend to overdo it. I want to send this back to its new owner, to Matt, in good working order, in good condition. And I'm going to put a little bit on this side, a little bit in the middle, a little bit on this side. And for all of you that thought I might forget the KPL heavy, guess what? I've remembered. So I'm going to put a drop of KPL heavy right there. This is the heavy. We tend to use this, us knife lovers, tend to use that for the detent hole. All right, so now I can put this dude on. Let's see. Wow, that is so tiny. It's so tiny. That's what she said. Now I'll get a little bit more, maybe not a lot. The last one was a big old globber dob. So if you're driving down the road right now and you're listening while you're driving, be careful. Don't get road rage. Be nice. The person that just cut you off might be having a bad day. Take a deep breath. Don't get mad. Don't be one of those people. And let me make sure I put that bearing, yes, facing away from the blade. Put this dude on here, facing away from the blade. Put a little bit of luba-duba on there. And I'm just going to get another doodad and wipe off a little bit of this excess. I'm going to try to not make it all leaky. So this, so far, watch me. You ready? You ready for me to jinx myself? So far has been a very easy disassembly. So how's it going to go back together? Man, just snapping right back in place, just like it's supposed to. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Speaking of kitten, if you haven't seen Bentley, he is our channel mascot. He makes an appearance pretty much just about on every single live stream, and he will be on the live stream tonight. And I almost forgot that I was going to put just a hair of blue Loctite on here. So if you do have a pivot, I normally don't use Loctite unless I have to, but if you have a pivot that moves on you, then put a little bit. There's different kinds, but make sure you get medium. If you want to be certain that you put the right kind on, you can look in the description of all of my videos and scroll down and you'll see the maintenance section. And I have links in there that will take you to the correct stuff so you don't put the lock of craziness on your knife. Something else I'm really enjoying about this knife is it is so easy to clean and maintain. All you need is a T8 and a T6. Matter of fact, all you would need is this dude right here. And it has all the bits you need to disassemble and take care of this knife. Now, am I solid? Needs just a hair, just a wee bit. Let's see. Give it just a little bit. All right. Is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is absolutely tight. Are we centered? Yes, it is centered. Let's go to the big screen. And we're back. So the Finch Holiday, or no, Finch Hatfield. Now, ooh, did you see that? The action has improved dramatically with that cleanup. Just most of the time, if you get a knife and you take it apart and you clean it just like we just did and just put a little bit of looby-doob on there, wow. This blade weighs almost nothing compared to the actual handle itself. And look at that. It is starting to work in with that lube and it is becoming very droppy. Oh my goodness. So smooth. But there's the Finch Hatfield. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it. Are you into maybe a little bit of this modern traditional knife thing? I do like it. I have to say I'm impressed. I like it more than I thought I would, and I like how snappy it is. So until I see you again at the Hive stream on Friday nights, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.